Naomi, you can go ahead. What? Mute yourself. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. What's your disagreement?
Um, I don't like the fact that you said that if you're in an abusive situation, like you should just take it.
I didn't
That's
say
not
that. I didn't
cool.
say that. I did
Well,
not say that. No, ma'am. Hold on. Hold on.
okay.
If you're going to quote me correctly. I did not say that.
Okay.
How old are you?
43.
I would prefer that if you're going to say something about me, please be more precise because when you ladies do that, you're putting words in my mouth and putting things on my reputation in my jacket that I refuse to own. What is it you think that I said?
When you were talking about to another woman who was saying that there was infidelity and there was also physical abuse, and then you act like you didn't believe her because she
I didn't say
said,
I didn't believe her.
well,
I
you
said I
acted
believe.
like you
No, no,
didn't.
no. I didn't know, ma'am. See, that's another thing. I did not act like I did not believe her.
You did to me.
Okay, well, that's your interpretation, but it ain't what I said. I know
Okay.
exactly what you're talking about. And I didn't say I don't believe her. I just asked her, have you ever been abusive to your husband? Not physically. What about emotionally and psychologically? And what did she say, Naomi?
She said yes.
There you go.
She did.
No, so Naomi, you tell me, do you feel like psychological and emotional abuse is the same or worse as physical abuse, or is it less than?
It is the same.
Then
However,
no, no, no. There's no however. Follow up question. So why didn't she start off saying instead of he abused me, I abused him?
why didn't she? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
because
why
it
she
doesn't
didn't
go
say
to the victim narrative that so many women like to craft. And if I had not had the intelligence or
that.
the
There you
ball,
go with this
excuse me,
victim narrative thing.
you're not
That's
going to talk
not
over
cool.
me. You're not going to talk over me. Yeah, victim narrative, lacking accountability. Unmute yourself. Why do you think it's not a victim narrative? Because she didn't tell the direct truth. She came in and told half of the story. She came in and said, he abused me. And I had to go digging for the rest of it. That is a victim narrative. I'm the victim, not mutual combat, mutual aggression, mutual abuse. That is a victim narrative, ma'am. Tell me it's not.
Um, I kind of think it goes
Tell
to
me it's
it
not a
depends on
victim
the
narrative, ma'am.
situation.
Tell me it's not a victim narrative or a
I don't.
lie by omission. A lie by omission is a partial
Maybe
truth.
by omission. Maybe by
Then
omission.
and a lie by omission is an attempt to deceive. Why do we
Okay.
attempt to deceive? Because we know there's something wrong. And you ladies do not like holding one another accountable. This further.
So are you saying that majority of the time women are the aggressors as opposed to men?
I'm saying men cheat 28% of the time, women cheat 24% of the time, but there are more women than men. I am telling you that when an abuse happens, we count physical abuse because there's a police report and a paper trail and bruises, but we cannot track physical and emotional abuse, which happens far more often. You've been a black woman your entire life, and you know how women can use their mouths to do damage. Show me the
Right.
police reports
And
on
I
that.
also know how men
Show me
can
the
use their
police reports
fists
on
to
that. Show
do
me the police reports on.
damage.
Show me the police reports on that.
On what?
On your mouth.
Okay.
Exactly.
No, so it seems like you're
Exactly.
trying to.
No, man. No. I asked you a direct question. See, we count physical abuse, and I asked you, do these things is one greater or lesser or equal? You said they're equal. So if we have police reports and we can document physical abuse, how do we document emotional and psychological and verbal abuse? We don't. So we can't track it. So then it comes open to women like you making an opinion saying, do you think what happens to one another? You've been 43 years old. I asked you, what have you seen? Have you seen more men whooping women's ass? Have you seen more women talking shit to men?
I don't know. I really don't know because
Exactly.
men talk just as
Now
much
we get
shit
game
as
goofy.
women do to
Now
each
we
other.
get game goofy.
So
And now, okay,
no.
we even
But
have it. We even have it in our popular media. Women can talk crazy to men. Women can say anything to men. Women can actually go and boomerang and slap Eddie Murphy. Love should have brought you home last night, but if he slapped her, that movie would have been outlawed. Victim narrative.
My interpretation of it, I felt like it wasn't cool because you were kind of
I don't
like,
care
well,
if
you
it's
got to
cool.
make a
I don't
choice.
care if it's cool. You know what's cool, ma'am, is the truth. So what you
Well,
said is I don't feel, and I can't let. What you said is I don't feel, ma'am. I can't do anything about your feelings. But what I
and
said
just
was
like
the truth.
yours,
What
you
I
are
said is the
feeling. What
truth.
you're saying is what you
You are not
feel.
going to talk over me. No, I am saying. Anyway, see, women like this woman do not like when women are held accountable. Every time I've asked her a direct question that puts a spotlight on women, that's when the Sammy Davis Jr. tap dancing starts. And then here comes the deflection, shame, insults, guilt, the need to be right. Here's the sign language we always talk about, folks. Every time I make a decent point, does she admit that I made a point? Nope. We're just going to move the goalpost and slide on down the room. This is why so many women end up being by themselves. No accountability. It's always that way. Well, you said this, and I don't like the way it sounded. Well, let me ask you something, Naomi. Let me ask you something. Go ahead and mute yourself.
Yeah.
Tell me how you feel when when women come in and say, "I can't have a man making less than six figures. I can't respect or submit to a man like that." Tell me how you feel for those men. Those men who are. Do you have any sons? Any kids?
I have girls.
All girls, right? Well, tell me how you feel about what women are saying about all these men who, when they tell these men that they're not tall enough, they're not economically attractive. Tell me how you feel about these men.
Um, well, I don't necessarily think that's true because I don't believe in just having a six-figure man.
No. Tell me, no. I don't ask you if you believe it's true. Tell me how you feel when women say that about these men. Tell me how you feel for these men. What about their feelings? Where's the caring for that? That's why I'm trying to get you to understand. Tell me
Okay.
that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
just like how you can relate to men,
Yeah.
I
Oh, okay.
don't think
So
you
just
relate
like I
very
can
well
relate
to
to men,
women.
so you can't relate. So I want you to understand. This is what she wants to try to say. I'm supposed to relate to women, and it's supposed to be my responsibility to relate to women. But you're a 43-year-old woman, and you don't have any responsibility to relate to men. Thank you very much. You can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. Cannot make it up. Cannot make it up. I said it on the Clubhouse podcast and I say it again. One way aggression has been the rule in the black community for my entire lifetime. It's over. You cannot feel for men, you can't empathize with men, then stop asking men to feel and empathize for women. Thank you. Come again. Guys, you're man not, remember? You don't have feelings. Your hopes and desires and everything else, hey, you don't count. You're just a penis in a wallet. That's it. Didn't you know? And if that's not you, you're punk. You're weak. You're not man enough. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You're a beta male. Yeah, you've heard all this, right? Mm-hmm. But what women are not used to doing is the kind of men they say they want. These men want something too. Like it or not, we see how you talked about other guys, and guess what? You talk about the guys who are socioeconomically better, just a little bit less bad. Because if men could get the kind of treatment they wanted by earning more money, oh, that's a broadcast for another day. What ladies are going to have to realize is that you have been groomed in a place to where you've got one side of the narrative. And I'm not going to let you just lie on me. You told that woman to go back.
I actually currently started watching you, and another question that I had was, since it's okay for Black men to compare Black women to other races of women, do you think that it's fair for Black women to judge where Black men are status-wise compared to other men?
What does your husband have to say about it?
My husband's not Black.
Regardless, what does he have to say about it?
As far as what? The question I just asked you?
Yeah.
Well, it's not really a conversation that we have.
Why not?
We spend our time on more important subjects.
Well, I guess. But you're a married woman and you've been watching me. So it's important enough to take away from your more important time. So I would assume you could talk about that with him and ask him.
Well, I actually stumbled across your videos when I was looking for men's like.
Let me go ahead and cut to the chase, ma'am. The question you asked me basically is, Black men judge women. Is it okay for Black women to judge Black men? Your sugar baby, which I have no problem with, and your sugar baby married to a white man?
He's Italian. He
white.
wouldn't say that he's white.
He's white. We know that means white. Rocky was white. So what you're asking, is it okay for a Black woman who's married to I don't care who you judge, but my question is, why do you care about any of this? You're married.
Well, the thing is, I just feel like I read a lot of your chat room and
How long have you been married?
Comment section.
Okay, do you have any kids?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I gotta ask, ma'am. You're a married woman with children. Why are you in these spaces?
I actually found your channel when I was looking for ways to encourage my husband, like to find a new cologne and suits and things like that.
Which is good. And then those videos are perfect, but these. Is it like guilty pleasure? You're just kind of peeking in and say, what's going on over there? But if you watch my video, you would know the question you asked me was disingenuous. Do I deal with Black men who are lesser earning? What kind of men do I deal with here?
Well, no, I'm not saying that.
I'm just asking, if you watch my content, what caliber of men do I address here?
You address high earning men.
Right. So why would I as such, why would I have to make an argument regarding lower value or lower earning men if that's my target market? See, the way the question came across, ma'am, is if Black men are going to have something to say about Black women, it's always, well, Black women should have something to say about Black men. And I got to be honest, as a Black woman who married out, it's kind of hard to hear that, especially when you're married with kids. It's like you got no dog in this fight. It's almost like women in your position just want to throw shit at Black men. And I'm cool, but just say, I just want to throw shit at niggas.
No, I wouldn't say that I would want to throw anything at anyone. I was just stating that when you do talk to Black men, they're quick to have excuses for the things that they lack in.
What black men are you talking to?
I mean, even before I was married to my husband, and
you've been
I
married
would
how
be
long?
dating.
You've been married how long?
I've been married for 7 years.
All right, ma'am. I gotta ask. You've been married for 7 years. What does conversations with black men making excuses 7, 8 years ago have to do with you right now? I'm curious.
Well, I was curious to the way that your whole thing is like set up to kind of make 5 and 6s and 7s feel like they don't have a chance with high value.
No, ma'am. If you're gonna quote me, quote me right. I've already addressed this multiple times. I have 3 videos on it. See, what I'm getting from you is, if you're a married woman of 7 years and you have children, why do you care about what's going on in the current mating and dating market? You have no dog in this fight. You have no children that are going to be. What do you care?
Well, I care about Black women, and I'm very involved in my.
So how many? So how are you helping Black women get married?
Yes, I do.
How?
By getting therapy, by suggesting.
How many of you got? How many of you assisted? How many did you assist to get married last year?
Actually, 2.
Good. I had 7, and I don't do that. And I preach all the stuff. If you watch my channel, you should really have nothing else to say other than, I'm seeing a black man over here who shows his work and walks it like he talks it and has receipts to back it up. Instead of questioning what I say about the women I talk about, when I say a 4, 5, or 6 is an average looking woman, and average looking women don't get above average earning men after they have that money. You want an above average earning man, you better get him young. See, I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, ma'am. No, ma'am. A lot of, and I don't do the racial thing, man, but it is hard to hear black women who marry out, who have their nose in black people's business. Hard to hear that, especially when you want to.
I'm still
hold
black,
on. When I say, you so glad I said what? So glad.
No, I said that I'm still black. You said
you're still
that
black. You're still black, and here's the thing: you're still black, and and here's the thing: you can still be black. I didn't take your blackness away. You're married. That's what I've been focusing on more than anything else. The things you've been talking about, picking out of my conversation, my video, you've not been correct about. You have been off base. But everything you've said has come from a preconceived or confirmation bias standpoint. You're having a conversation about a group of men that I don't address, issues that I don't cover. Over here, I tell men to pay 100% of everything, and you better be the top and the best at what you do. I'm dealing with the top 10%, trying to become top 5% of men. But sadly, instead of championing and saying, good, I'm glad to see black men doing that, they're competing out here. And looks like this brother's doing something successful, or else he wouldn't have 1,500, 2,000 people in his channel. Why are black women coming to listen and ask me questions? Apparently, women see some value, even if you may have a problem with it. And I will tell you this, my platform, my program, and what I'm doing is working just fine to help black women and other women get what they want. If you got something for them, great. But don't pick at my stuff, because I'm not doing anything other. I can back up what I say. If you got issues other places with other black men, knock it out. But that ain't here.
Well, okay, I guess the way that you're going to go with this.
What other way should I go with it, ma'am? What other way should I go with it? You've said nothing positive. You've said nothing admirable. It's been, well, the way you talk and the way you say this and the way you said that, and you've been wrong. And then you talk about the way black men are, and I said, I don't deal with those black men. And you have not yet said, you know what? I didn't know that. Maybe I should go back and do my research. You have not once said, maybe I'm off base.
And what exactly do you think that I'm off base about?
The fact that you're a married woman with children and you shouldn't even be in this space. You should be off with your husband and children living your life. This has nothing to do with you.
I mean, well, it's the internet.
I asked you if it's that important, ma'am. If it's that important, I would think if it's that important, the time you spent watching this show and even calling me, you should be doing it with your leader. And if you happen to run it across your husband, it ain't that important.
And
yes.
Why would
you run it across him? Because he's your husband. Apparently his word should matter more than some strange guy you don't know. See, you're a busybody.
Well, I guess that's the difference between value Caucasian man and a high value Black man, because I don't have to run every little conversation I have.
Well, then congratulations, you are winning. You have Waldo. Congratulations, ma'am. You've won with your high value white man. Go be the example.
You're being very defensive, and I'm not.
No, I'm just tired of your shit. Got nothing. You came over here with pretense. Take your ass back to Swirl Nation, where your arguments about Black men being dusty and underperforming will do, because I don't give a shit what your white man is producing for you. He can't hold a candle to me. See, that's what these swirl chicks like her don't get. I don't give a shit about I'm not intimidated by your white man. I beat white men my entire career. You're a nosy busybody. You're a married woman. I need you guys to ask yourself a question. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for calling in. And I hope your husband hears this conversation, because his wife is representing him exceptionally.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spotlight News. Please don't forget to like and click the like button and share. Let's keep on going and viewing all Papa Kevin Samuel videos. They'll help you improve in your lifestyle. They'll help you improve in all what you do. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to his channels on Instagram, YouTube, and let's keep his name, let's keep respect to his name, and let's keep his legacy, because he has done a great job in the Black society and in the Black community. Most especially if you're there, you're looking for a relationship, you want to know how to navigate around men and women, here you go. Just tap on the click button, like, share, and subscribe so that you get notifications. Let's keep on promoting his name, and may his name be remembered for all what he has done for the Black community. And let's give him respect, because guys, dealing with us ladies, it's not easy at all. It is not easy at all. So if someone stands in and deals with ladies, it's not easy. It's not something easy someone can just come around and do. But he was a legend, and he will still remain a legend, because yeah, let's keep on promoting his name. Let's not stop his name from there, but let's keep on him trending. It will help you in one way or the other. You're there and you want to know how to navigate around men and women. Here is the right channel. You want to know how to deal with relationship, divorce, and so on. Here is the right channel. Just click and let's go on. So as you're going to look at this video, this lady is so argumentative, to the extent someone just has to watch you, to the extent Mr. K said just to keep quiet and watch the person. First of all, before we go into details, let me teach you this. If you go to someone's interview, please, when the person is talking, you have to keep you have to keep quiet. You have to keep quiet and listen, then you answer. But I've seen this as a challenge. A lot of ladies, we don't want to listen. Someone comes into someone's show just to confuse the person and to talk wherever they are talking and to speak whatever they are speaking, because they think that's what they have to do. which is not right, because if you decide to come to someone's show, why would you overtalk more than the owner of the show? You have to either keep quiet, listen to that person, then you speak, because it's like you've come to know what you really want to know. You want to know how to navigate, you want to know how your marriage, you want to advise. But if you come and you overtalk, it's like you don't need advice. You already have what you have to talk about. So let's try to be good girls and women. So yeah, as you see, this lady, she's confused. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know whether she's going into a relationship or wherever, but she's there confused. But she's so talkative and she doesn't know what she can do. Yes, whatever the case, this lady, I don't think she knows what she wants. She's just confused and like frustrated. Guys, as our motto always, when the video is ending, if you're there and you have old clothes, shoes, okay, what you can help in form of charity, let's try to be helpful to the community, to people, because there are a lot of people out there suffering. They have nothing to put on or to even eat, like street kids, like sick people, like most especially these with some kind of diseases like paralysis. Someone reaches an age to the extent whereby they can't help themselves out, but they are lacking, people reach an extent whereby they just pray to God to give them what to eat, because there is nothing to eat. So guys, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Bye bye.